Welcome to Sasquatch Island. This is Tom Seawood. Right in front of us there, the big high mountain you see is the Sitka River, Robson Bight, which is the world famous Michael Big Orca Sanctuary. You're not allowed to go in there unless you're a commercial fisherman or a commercial boat operator like a tugboat. We're heading there to go commercial chum salmon or dog salmon fishing. But instead of talking about Sasquatch, I think I'd talk about that third mountain peak to the left there. That one in the middle I'm zooming in on. So if you look at it, it looks like a woman. There's her belly down in the water, goes up, her flat breasts, her wrinkled face, her nose, chin, forehead, wrinkles on her face. Well, according to a story my grandfather told me when we were fishing here when I was a kid, it was an old woman down there from one of the tribes washing in salt water in a tide pool, and all of a sudden she began to cry, and the transformer came along and asked her, "Old lady, why are you crying?" And she goes, "I'm gonna soon die. Look at my body. I've had children and they took from me nourishment from my breasts, and now they're flat. My stomach's all flat and wrinkled, and look at my face. My face is all cracked and weathered from many decades living here on the planet, and I have wrinkles from all the worry I had from my children. One time I used to be a young lady, but now I'm just an old woman, and I'm going to soon die, and I'm really upset that I won't be able to watch my descendants." And Transformer was so touched by that story of how that woman, like all ladies, gives so much to their kingananum, their children, and through their entire life. When they get old, they'll show the weathered, wrinkled body of a woman that has given so much to her children. Well, Transformer said, "How about I transform you into something that will be here forever so that you can watch down on your descendants?" And she said, "Sure, make me into a cedar tree and I'll grow to be a large cedar tree and I'll dance and blow in the wind." Oh no, but cedar trees eventually die and they fall down and they return back to the forest. I don't want to be a cedar tree. What do you have an idea for? And the Transformer says, "If you want to be here forever, old lady, I know exactly what you need to be. Lay back as I put my hand under your back and under your head, and when you lay down, I'll transform you." And that's what he did. He laid her down and he pulled his hand from her back, and cradling her head, he looked at her eyes and he said, "As I bring my left hand over you, you will transform into a mountain and be here forever." So that's why that mountain there looks like an old lady lying on her back, and that's so she can stay there forever watching her descendants. And if you see her face way up there in the middle of the screen, my grandfather ended the story by saying, when the people down below, her descendants, are acting up, the old lady is said to cry, and you'll see a tear go down her face. Well, a few years ago in the springtime when the snows were melting, it looked like she was crying. It almost looked like a tear was going down her face. But that's a legend my grandfather told me. For this is Johnson Straits, just south of Alert Bay, where I was born and grew up until I was about 10 or 11. But all my life I've been coming here to Johnson Straits to go after salmon, to travel through, to go after other fisheries, and of course now commercial fishing on this boat. But I also come here in search of Sasquatch Bigfoot. But I just thought I'd share with you a legend that my grandfather told me one time about the old lady that is a mountain lying there on her back. There's her nose. So as I say with everything, halakulisla. Go in peace.